Welcome back to the testing chamber, everyone. I'm Brian, and this is part of my journey to go ahead and try and get all of the random game words in the testing chamber. Oh my god, it's really loud. Actually, no, this is very loud. The testing chamber is another stop on that to get the words that I need to compile in order to eventually one day play Chasing Demons from this stretch. But anyways, we're being tested. And it's been a while, so I don't remember exactly what we were doing, but anyway, I do know one thing I'm not doing. I'm not getting the butterfly, damn it. Stone statue of veiled woman stands tall before you, face is splattered with blood. Okay. Oh yeah, I probably should get that out, shouldn't I? Okay, so did I do everything here? Yeah, I opened up this chest. Did I check this out? Various notes scattered across the table. Though upon closer inspection, they appear to be written in a strange language you've never seen before. Okay. We read this. What? Oh yeah, that's right. This is where... Okay, so we did do this. Just the old clock, ticking noise can be heard from within, yet the hands seem to be unmoved, blah 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 blah. And the clock stops at 4:44. I have no idea what any of that means, but I'm sure it's probably going to be significant in some... No, I'm not ripping the butterfly wings off. Then we got lust over here. Before you stands an old wooden door with an iron handle. I'd like to open the door. What if I open this door instead? Fortunately, I don't do it with it. I'd like to open the door? No. Did I do everything I needed? I think I offered the thing to the statue, right? I'm pretty sure I did, but anyway, let's keep going. Did I open the door? Yes. Boom. Old friends die hard. Faint growl can be heard briefly in the distance. Fades as quickly as it came, and you wonder if you even heard it at all. My game has been successfully saved. Okay, so what do we got over here? Ooh. Yeah, I don't want to open that door yet. I have a feeling, is this one going to be at 5:55? Oh, triple T. Okay. So we got triple T. I have no idea. Oh. I wonder if that's for the bears. Hello! A twinkling light radiates from a crystallized object on the floor. Oh, a green ooze! Slowly nearing the object, but it is not yet made physical contact. I'll check the object. Appears to be encrusted flower petal, blah 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 blah. He loves me not. This poor cake. A steel cake seems to be bleeding a profuse amount of green ooze. Liquid is quite viscous. It smells of alcohol. You notice that a small glass vial sits within the alcoholic sludge. Ew. Okay. Maybe the bears will like it. Your reactions have been violet toxicity. Your reactions have been noted. Blah 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 blah. Where are you? 3 bloody bears sitting in a row. Who do they belong to? Where did they go? Brad's missing an eye, which makes it hard to see. Blue's missing a mouth, it's hard to breathe. Black's missing a heart, which makes it hard to care. As 3 bloody arrows reveal the bloody bears. Okay. What would you like to do? I want to walk away, that's what I want to do. People, oh, I was just going to say this again. Red's missing an eye. Blue, red, blue, and black. Red, blue, and black. Maybe I should touch it. Oh, okay, I guess there's something hard protruding from its abdomen. Reach your hand to the bear's stomach. A wisdom token falls into the palm of your hand. Wisdom token. Wait. Okay. Oh, yes, that's the thing. Not what I wanted, but whatever. Judge me or not. Pilot carrier scrolls sit in a heap piled high in the corner of the room. What did you do? I want to read from them, of course. Select a scroll from the pile and begin to read from it aloud. Uh-oh. Am I gonna regret that? Regret by the sound of a monstrous guttural bellow coming from the very walls that surround you. Perhaps these scrolls aren't meant to be read from. Okay, then read them my chant. Then I'll come over here and answer some questions instead. An old journal made from thick animal skin part sits atop the wooden table. It has a list of questions with blank spaces and answers to be written. You. Fill them in! Begin to read questions from the journal. Ink your answers upon the page using a vial of crimson liquid that sits next to the book. Would you consider yourself to have a great deal of empathy? Sure. Would you consider yourself to be a romantic soul? Maybe? Maybe. Do you ever make reckless decisions that you later end up regretting? Sometimes yes. Would you consider yourself to be nosy? No. Do you ever sing when no one is listening? Yes. Do you ever feel like you can't be yourself in front of others? Not really, no. Do you trust everyone in your social circle entirely? No. Would you say that you've had a happy childhood? Oh, yes, I have. Very much so. Could you be happy in life even if no one knew who you were? Yeah, I think so. Would you be happy being a performer for a living? Yeah, sure, why not? Do you typically avoid big parties or social gatherings? Wow, there's a lot of yeses here. Do certain words make you feel uncomfortable? No, not really. Do you enjoy solving riddles? Yes, I do. Do you ever look for deeper meaning in things? Yeah. Do you ever suffer from auditory hallucinations? No. Finish inking your final answer in the journal. Crimson ink begins to swirl and form symbols on the pages where you provided your answer. The final page of the journal appears to be considerably torn. It also seems to be made of a different parchment material than the rest of the journal. Perhaps this will be of use. Yeah, torn journal, your decision has been noted, your mark is... Okay, so I guess I get to choose between this door and the other door. What happens if I talk to the scrolls again? Oh, they all appear to be blank. I was kind of hoping maybe they would would yell at me again. What's this? Old wooden door with an iron handle. To open the door? Yeah, sure, why not? A midnight snack. Midnight snack. Yeah. Sounds like Scrooge is here. Oh, there's a bunch of heavy okay, never mind. You hear sounds of flesh being ripped from the bone, pulled apart and devoured somewhere in the room. It seems to be coming from a darkened corner of the chamber just out of firelight. A deep guttural bellow can be heard amidst the tearing of meat and snapping of bone. You stand perfectly still as if not draw attention to yourself as you listen attentively. That eats you anyways! Nah, that would have stuck, wouldn't it? The chewing abruptly ceases and something seems to be shining in the distance. It catches your eye briefly before fading. So what happens if I would have moved? Do you think you would have registered and I would have been eaten and destroyed and killed? Oh boy, am I glad. Ooh, what's this? Something is reflecting firelight, giving off a slight glimmer from in between the broken tiles of the floor. What'd you do? Expect a glimmer. It's caked in dirt and filth, except for a slight metallic edge. Is that a pristine knife? Rub the object between your fingers to clean off the muck. A wisdom token shines brightly in the palm of your hand. I got 2 wisdom tokens now. Okay. I'm sorry. You're not gonna get all 6 here, because clock don't go to 666. Ha 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 ha. There appears to be a large crack going down the center. The hands of the clock have stopped and frozen on 1, 2, 3. Ah! I knew you couldn't get to 666, so there! Bleh. Bleh. You must be the one that got eaten, huh? Come across the skeletal remains of what appears to be a recent snack for some voracious creature. Torn pieces of flesh cling to the bone. There's not much left of the corpse to effect. Bloody remains emit a great deal of warmth, which suggests that this unfortunate victim was eaten while they were still alive, most likely within mere minutes of your arrival in this chamber. Anything we can do with this? Okay. Well, that's sad and very unfortunate. What's this? Small ritualistic altar rests on the dirty floor. Coins sit among candles, all surrounding a picture of a mirror. Among the coins, you notice that there's one in particular that's only half of the coin. What to do? Walk away. Twinkling light radiates from a crystallized object on the floor. Your whispering comes from the shadows whenever you gaze upon the object. What to do? And we get another crystalline flower petal. Yay! And now she's gonna love them, right? Yay! Let's give our offering to the statue. Right, fixate on you. What do you do? Let's choke it to the statue. Your voice echoing in your mind. Character and reputation are two different things. Pay attention to your character, for that is what you are. Your reputation, however, is what others think you are. Be wise to pay attention to the difference. Oh, son of a monkey balls. Thing disconnected. Oh well. You have paid tribute and received a blessing of wisdom. Your decision has been noted. Your mark is... Sound of a door unlocking can be heard in the distance. Now I guess the question is, do we take the door on the left? Or we take the door on the right? Who knows? I feel like if I take the left door, I'm getting closer to the beast. An old journal made from thick animal skin parchment sits atop the wooden table. It has a list of questions. Yeah, okay. Do you believe that you do enough to help others in need? Yeah. Do you believe that you can rely on those around you to take care of you, if need be? Yeah. Do you ever see things that aren't really there? No. Have you ever been woken up from a deep sleep from the sensation of falling? Yes. Yes, I have. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. You agree with the statement? Yeah. You ever lied to someone within the last week? No. Do you sometimes make promises you just can't keep? Yeah, I think I would say that. Do you consider yourself to have a guilty conscience? No. You often worry about others? Yeah, sure. You others often worry about you? God, I hope not. Well, they're not worrying about me like crazy. That'd be pretty sad. I'm gonna say no. Have you ever trusted someone entirely without question? No. Would you consider yourself to be emotional? I'm a man. But males are not emotional. They're tough as nails. What puts rubber on my chest and hair? Okay, yeah, sure, why not? Do you ever feel the presence of someone in the room with you even when you're alone? There is a presence in the room right now. She's off in the backside doing something right now. Yes. Do you believe that everything in life will work out exactly the way it's supposed to be? Yeah, God, no. That's one thing I've learned in life for sure, that nothing ever goes the way it says it's going to. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? No, I do not. You finish inking your final answer into the journal. Crimson ink begins to swirl and form symbols on the pages where you provided your answer. I probably put the charger into my thing so I could hear again, because heaven forbid there should be anything fun that I would miss the audience. The final page of the journal is going to be torn. Use journal page. Thank you. I am not ripping your wings, Mr. Butterfly. Or Mrs. Butterfly, it doesn't matter. Now, do I want to take the left door? Or do I want to go down the right door? I don't know. I'm kind of liking this door better. This door seems a little less painful. Before you stands an old wooden door with an iron handle. Would you like to open the door? Yes. Oh my, that's a lot of blood. Future stench emanating from somewhere in this room permeates your nostrils and makes you retch violently. I don't think I like this. I think we're gonna be in trouble. Yeah, I'm not looking into that just yet. I want to look up here. Mr. Butterfly, how are you? Wooden grave marker tethered with rope sits before you. What do you want to do? I'm going to read it, of course. Rest in peace, envy. Jealousy and envy are our internal consciousness, a confession of our own inferiority, and an admittance to another superiority for what it is we feel we ourselves are lacking. I have found the sin. Twinkling light. Okay, we know it's just like a flower thing. But now she loves me not. Oh. Can I open this? The old wooden chest rests before you, locked and chained tight. Shut. A handprint appears to be carved in each side of the chest along with a set of words. 2 words are as follows. Food and water. What would you like to do? Walk away. Come over this fountain here. Decrepit. Oh, it's a bucket. Never mind. There's a note sitting at the bottom of the bucket. Upon further examination, you notice a crude dagger alongside the note. The note itself reads, no sacrifice, no entry. What would you like to do? I'm gonna walk away. So, I guess what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to pick food and water. I would like to rest my hand on the water, please. The chain on the chest breaks with a loud metal clank. The contents of the chest are yours for the taking. Glass bottle of water. Choice has been made, water. Okay, I feel like I'm going to regret this, but here we go. Rotting plate of God knows what sits on the filthy, blood-splattered floor. Maggots crawl in and out of the rotting rift. And flies swarm in a heap. What would you like to do? Just walk away. It's probably for the best. Rotting plate of God knows what. Maggots. Okay, so I guess I can't do that. Okay, we got our questions now, we gotta answer. Old journal made of log cap. Every time, good lord. Same thing every time, minus the question. You consider yourself to be reserved. You consider yourself to be unstable at times. No, not really. You ever feel like you're constantly having to defend yourself to others? No. Have you ever stood up for someone who you probably shouldn't have? No. Generally, if I'm sticking up for someone, it's for a good reason. Has anyone ever stood up for you during a time where you were in the wrong? When I was in the wrong? No. Would you give your life to save someone else's, even if that person might not deserve it? The person doesn't deserve it. No, probably not. Do you value other people's happiness over your own? I feel like I've struck a bit more of a better balance than I used to, but I used to think that way, yes. I think it's kind of like a 50-50 split right now, so we'll just say yes. Would you consider yourself to be selfish at times? Who isn't selfish at times? Would you consider yourself to be selfless at times? Who isn't selfish? Do Do you ever feel others judge you without ever getting to know you? Yeah, okay, sure. Do you typically make friends with people who are very similar to you? Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be a loner? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be shallow at times? I try not to be. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? Unfortunately, yes, I do. Do you ever feel manic at times? Just another manic Monday. Oh. Finish inking your final answer to the journal. Okay, we already know what this says. And now we get a piece of paper! Wow, it's so predictable! Alright, so I can't do anything with that. I'm curious. Do I just open the door? Or do I make, it's, wait a minute. Can I use, can I sacrifice something from this? Can I use that as a sacrifice instead of me? The notes at the bottom of the bucket. Upon further examination, you know, a crude dagger. No read, no sacrifice, no entry. Ew. Place the dagger note back into the bucket. Dagger makes a cling noise as it hits something hard at the bottom of the bucket. In the bucket, it retrieves the object. I got a wisdom token, yes! Then a door unlock can be heard in the distance. Well, I mean... Ah! Take that, loser! What does the clock say now? Is it 4, 5, 6? And the clock is... Oh, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Is there any rhyme or reason to look to the door? Feel safer over here by the book. I'm not gonna say it's the best thing to do, but that's what I'm doing. So here we go. You're not alone. I know! I get that feeling! You hear the sound of small critters scurrying around in the darkest corners of the room. Get my flower piece. My crystallized flower. She loves me. Wonder what happens if we end up stopping it on the I love, she loves me not part of it. Is that poor person not get to know love? That'll be sad. And I missed one too, so that's gonna be like, that could have been the one that would have determined their happiness or misery. An old dusty clock sits on the wall. Wooden cases glitter and falling apart. And the clock says, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there any significance to this? Should I be trying to remember this? Oh my, there's a broken mirror here, and there's a couple of doors too. And a boo. Must offer our wisdom token to the gods. Is that the token? Understanding requires much more depth than knowledge. Perhaps many know you. How many understand you? You have paid tribute and received a blessing of wisdom. Thank you. So if I look into the mirror, will I probably be able to get into the mirror again? Do the questions again. Have you ever feared what may lurk in the dark as you're trying to sleep at night? No. Do you find you get bored easily when you're on your own? Yes. You often find ways to keep yourself entertained. I try, yes. Would you say that you're someone who enjoys their own company? I mean, I think it'd be pretty sad if I didn't, right? Considering that I'm living to me 24/7, 365. Okay, sure, yeah. You typically get along well with others. I like to think so, yes. Would you consider yourself to be stubborn? Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be argumentative? No. Are you usually right when it comes to disagreements? No. Would you consider yourself to be egotistical at times? Yes. Have you ever had an inflated opinion of yourself? No, because whenever I do have an inflated opinion of myself, something happens that knocks me back down to reality. So, yeah, no. Have you ever had a low opinion of yourself? Yeah, I think I have. Do you typically have a low opinion of others? Oh, not really. I mean, I should. With the way the world's been going nowadays, maybe I should start low and work my way up. Because if I have low opinions of someone, they won't be able to disappoint me later on. I'm going to say yes. Does meeting new people make you anxious? Not really, no. Have you ever fantasized about living in a world all by yourself? Would you consider yourself to be the center of your own universe? Yeah, sure. Fish inking your final answer to the journal. Crimson ink begins to swirl and form symbols on the pages. Why do I keep reading this? We all know it's the same thing, so I don't even know why I even bother with it. Calm yourself. What is all this even gonna do? I mean, seriously, what's all this leading up to? I want to look at the mirror. Thinking about the mirror that just doesn't seem quite right. Okay. I guess that's that. Ooh, what's this? I didn't see this. There appears to be a small opening in the corner of the stone wall. Big deal. I look into it. Are the nieces and the rats gonna eat me alive? As you attempt to look into the hole, you hear the squeaking of a small critter hiding in the darkness. It doesn't appear to want to come out, and your hand is much too large to fit into the hole. Oh! I think I made somebody angry. A loud crashing noise can be heard along with what sounds like the cries of an unknown creature somewhere in the room. Hey, butterfly man, get out of the way. I want to look in the hole again. Thank you. I guess that's all I gotta say. Blood is formed on the floor where you stand. The mirror on the wall seems to have been shattered by some unknown entity. Oh, that's creepy. Can I look at the blood? Nope, I guess not. This entity's gonna eat me up eventually, aren't they? I'm just gonna avoid that door. I'm gonna come over to this door instead. The music room. Faint sound of music can be heard coming from somewhere in the room. Oh, this is gonna be the last room ever. Please leave late, Reese. We already know. He loves me, no. Poor king. Pile of bones rests carefully stuffed with a broken stone wall. Various insects and critters scurry between the skeletal remains of some poor, unfortunate soul. Among the bones, an old, worn, tattered piece of parchment rests crumpled on the floor. What to do? To the parchment! You reach your hand to the wall and wrap your fingers around the parchment before quickly yanking it out. I got treasure map! Arr, me mateys! We're gonna be going on our treasure hunt! It's probably not even gonna do anything here, but well, an old, we already know. That's good. Why don't I keep it? You ever take dangerous or unnecessary risks, even when the reward probably isn't worth the consequences? No. You ever do things for the thrill or the adrenaline rush that the activity gives you? No. If you knew that your death would be the fault of your significant other, the only way to avoid death was to break contact with them forever, would you do it? No. If you could know the death rates of everyone you care about, would you want to know? No. Would you consider yourself to be a jealous person? No. Would you consider yourself to be insecure at times? Yes. Would you say that you do well under pressure? Sometimes, yes. Have you ever considered leaving Earth forever? You ever pray? Yes. If you could travel back to a previous period in time, would you? I mean, I feel like even if I did transport back to a previous period in time, would it really change what happened? I'm gonna say no. You could fast forward your life without having to currently live it, would you? It kind of reminds me of the movie Click. That's like something that Adam Sandler did in that one movie. He just like fast forwarded through life and then finally had no life to live. So it's like, I mean, he ended up losing his family and everything like that, and everything else in between. So I don't know. I'm gonna say no. Do you believe in true evil? Better to kill than be killed. You agree with the statement? Really? There's someone in your life you currently that you fear. No. You're not. Has anyone ever been afraid of you? No. This should give your answer to the journal. Crimson ink begins to swirl and form symbols on the pages. Final page of the journal appears to be considerably torn. I opened the door. I'm still not sure what's in here. There's a booth for a fly. Supposedly I can tear the wings off these things, but I don't really want to do that. A musical note appears to be carved at the bottom of the clock's case. 3, 4, 5. What's the music note? And what's the significance of all the clock? A dusty clay vase sits on the ground before you. You peer into it, the bottom appears to be shrouded in darkness. What do you do? Smash it! No, that's what you do. Reach your hand into the vase and feel something at the bottom. Grip it firmly and retrieve it. Is it a wisdom token? Yes! I am getting wiser by the day. Now has to deal with the piano. Kind of hoping the clock would have done something, but guess not. Do these things say anything new? No, it does not. The old organ rests against a stone wall. It's caked in thick cobwebs. Spiders skitter quickly across the keys. What does it do? Play the organ! Place your hands on the dusty spider-infested keys and begin to play a few notes. But you don't hear a sound. As you continue to play notes, you hear the distant sound of a violin playing along with you, coming from somewhere in the darkness. Can't do anything. Oh, now I can. Where's the violin player? Was it you? Were you the one that played the violin moans? You're not. Say anything new? No, you don't say anything new. Can I play the organ again? Nope, I can't. Alright. So it's either left door or right door. I'm gonna go to the left this time because I can. I might regret it, but that's okay. The library. The distinct aroma of old musty books sweeps across the room. So I have to... Ooh, we found another sin. Which sin is this? Gluttony. Some feel as though gluttony is a trait of the self-serving who disregard what accurately spelled other. Gluttony is also an escape from a reality that's consuming one's within. Dead. No ghostly classes on the shelf. There's the hands. 11:11. Can we read any of this? Appears to be one book left on the shelf in noteworthy condition. Let's read the book. Let's do a few pages of the well-kept book until stopping on a page with something interesting. It appears to be a handwritten page of something. Perhaps a journal or diary. Perhaps it's an open letter to anyone who may find it. It reads as follows. I don't know who's going to read this. Hell, I've barely touched anything in this place since I got here. Few things I've come to realize since I've been trapped in these halls. For starters, it appears that there are foul magics at play here. I found grisly ritualistic altars, sacrifices, half-eaten corpses, mass graves of famous bones and words, if you can even imagine worse. I've also met a few other wanderers in my journey through these halls. Shared a few words and have had some knowledge bestowed upon me. Helped a woman escape from a grotesque abomination, only to find out that she was a witch with a hankering for human flesh. No one and no thing here is to be trusted under any circumstance. Quite honest, the longer I spend within the testing chamber, the more I can understand why. What I understand, the only way out of this place is to find a sacred mirror or something. Without the mirror, our souls are forever lost in purgatory, doomed to endlessly wander these halls for eternity. Many come seeking answers. Few make it out alive. I've yet to see anyone survive here for longer than a day or two, and I'm beginning to think I'll be no exception. Constant exploration and a ruthless amount of digging, my studies have led me to the conclusion that this place was originally built to keep the souls of the damned from escaping the prison. Whoever built this place wanted something good to come from their presence. Other wanderers I've spoken to believe the souls who are trapped there are meant to offer wisdom and guidance based on the mistakes of their past lives. The old woman used to wander these halls until she was turned to stone. She served as a caretaker and guiding light in the darkness for quite some time before she would cross paths with one of the worst entities that's roamed this place. Some claim that not everything here is evil. I'm sure about that. I was told that if I came here I would gain the answers I sought. I don't even know if that's a possibility at this point. My skin has begun to rot off my bone and I don't know how much longer I can last on this journey through what I can only describe as a living end. Quite honest with you, I don't even know if I'm still alive anymore. And if I am, I don't know how much longer that's meant to last. Signed, a wanderer. Okay. That's great. Close the book and put it carefully back into the thing. What are you on? Oh, I think I might have already read that. Ash and soot, blah blah blah. One book is unburned. Matter of fact, there's even nothing belongs with the others on this. I'll read the book. Images of butterflies. There are great depictions of human-like figures morphing into small critters. Their arms and legs shrink, torsos being turned into smaller abdomens, and some of them even sprout wings, judging by the imagery. The book is a detailed passage about various things you might encounter in the testing chamber. It reads as follows. The trapped souls who seek vindication and absolution read on. You believe that your soul has been wrongfully kept within the confines of the testing chamber, may undergo the trials of wisdom in an attempt to free yourself from these halls, relinquish all captivity, severing the bonds that shackle you to this prison. One of the first steps in the process is finding the old hag that wanders these halls, and paying a tribute for choosing. Once the hag has agreed to assist you, she will bestow upon you a transmogrification spell, turn you into a creature of your choosing. They choose to become butterflies, and easier to get around, and you can make yourself more or less noticeable by sticking to the shadow while you venture into the light when deemed necessary. This also allows you to keep yourself out of range of threats from down below, as most of the entities that wander these halls do so by foot. Once the transmogrification has taken full effect, you must seek out a wanderer and offer your life to them. If the wanderer accepts, you must bestow upon them a blessing of knowledge that may aid them in their journey. If the Watcher deems your blessing worthy of your freedom, then your soul shall be forever freed from destiny. Where your soul travels after this process is complete is still unknown. One thing is for certain. No soul who's ever left these halls ever returned. Signed, Alice. Ah, we actually have a name this time. Will that prove to be significant later on down the line? No. We're just gonna have to keep playing and see, I guess. Close the book and put it back on the bookshelf. Do I want to keep reading these books? I don't feel like I have to, but I feel like I'm going to. Back to my reading. The wood used to build these shelves almost seems as though it were rotted before the shelves were actually constructed. The books themselves are not in much better condition. Shelves, none. More shelves. Perhaps the older version of something you've read before. Something doesn't feel right about the books that rest on the shelf before you. It's almost like they're not quite what they seem. Not even books at all. Well, then I guess we're just gonna ignore these then, aren't we? Question time! Would you consider yourself to be a gambler? No. Would you consider yourself to be a confident individual? Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be more or less independent? Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be attractive? Sure. If you can implant a microchip into your head that would replace all handheld electronic devices you currently use, and your hand would act as a substitute for anything and everything you could need in that regard, would you do it? No. Because then the government will be able to watch you. It's already bad enough that they probably watch me enough. Do you lie to people on a daily basis? No. You've been afraid of suffocating? No. Have you ever been afraid of someone breaking into your home and harming your animals? I don't have animals, so there! Ha! Are you confident in your ability to defend yourself if need be? Yeah. You fight against insurmountable odds in order to protect a stranger's life from others who sought to drunk harm. I mean, I wouldn't go against insurmountable odds, but I feel like I would try and help if I could. So I guess insurmountable odds is the question. I'm not to say no. But you consider yourself to be materialistic. I guess. Do your friends often share a similar set of morals and values to your own? I don't have a lot of friends, so I really can't say. I'm gonna say yes. Do your friends often share your same interests, dreams, and ambitions in life? Again, not a lot of friends. So, yeah, I'm gonna say no. If you can't beat them, join them. You agree with that expression? No. Do you believe in the idea of soulmate? Yeah. File pages of Bureau of Civil Return. Must offer tribute to the wisdom to statue. accept my tribute statue. Others will always treat you in any which way you decide to let them. If you wish to be treated differently, assure them what behaviors you will and will not accept. Pay tribute and receive the blessing of wisdom. Okay. I mean, oh, it's right about the chest. Yeah. A handprint appears to be carved at each side of the chest along with a set of words. Two words are as follows: offense, defense. Offense. Chain on the chest breaks with a loud metal clank. Cut at the chests of yours, taking. Ooh, I got a sword! Yes! Love swords. You will live with your decision whether you like it or not. You gotta be able to kill this thing that's currently, like, stalking me or stuff like that. What's this? Oh, I thought that was just a dark stone. I thought maybe it was something more significant. But alas, it was not. So should I have been tearing the wings off these butterflies all along? Because you said they're like, might be other wanderers. Come here! I know I said I wouldn't rip off your wings, but I feel like I want to try this. Pluck the wing. Well, that was stupid. How can you expect the world to change if you remain the same yourself? How many of these do you think you'll end up collecting? Think they will ever get old? Hearing their brittle wings snap in their abdomen? Well, that's the one I planned on ripping. So I guess I'm just ripping off one. Yes. Lucky clover, toxicity, treasure map. Still haven't been able to check the treasure map. Our X marks the spot for treasure map. I find one of them. Find some bike here. I didn't want to use it anyway. I know what all these things do. Yeah, those just got like these little stats that should have some kind of stat or something like that, but there's nothing of note here. Maybe I'll be made clear the further I go. Apparently I played for 4 hours now. That can't be right. 2 minutes, 52 minutes. Probably less than that. Now I've been playing for 4 minutes. Whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with this again tomorrow. And I think by then, Split 30 should be just about done. So, see you guys then. Bye for now, everyone. Have a good one.